YouTube is changing again, and this time I actually think this could be one of the biggest changes we've seen on the platform in a while. Because think about how YouTube has worked basically forever. You want to find something, you go up to the search bar, type in what you're looking for, and YouTube gives you a bunch of videos. Pretty simple, but now YouTube is bringing AI directly into that process. And depending on how this ends up working, this could completely change how we find videos and honestly, how creators have to make them. So today, I want to quickly break down what's changing, what this new AI search actually does, and most importantly, what I think this could mean for smaller YouTubers. So let's get into it. So the biggest thing is something YouTube is calling Ask YouTube, and instead of YouTube search just being type something in, get a list of videos, pick one, you can basically have a conversation with YouTube about what you're trying to find. For example, instead of searching something simple like best games to play, you could ask something way more specific. Maybe what are some relaxing games I can play at night that aren't super competitive? And YouTube can actually understand that question, search through its catalog of videos and shorts, and build a response around what you're asking. You can even ask follow up questions. And that's where this really starts getting interesting. Because at this point, you're not really using a normal search bar anymore. You're basically talking to YouTube like you would an AI assistant. And YouTube isn't just giving you a text, it's using actual videos on the platform to help you answer your question. Think about how big of a change that could eventually be. Now, this is the part that matters if you actually make videos. Right now, getting people to find your video through search usually comes down to things like your topic, title, description, and how well your video actually answers what someone searched for. But imagine someone asks YouTube a very specific question, and instead of them scrolling through 20 thumbnails trying to decide which video to watch, YouTube's AI helps narrow everything down for them. That creates a completely different way for someone to discover your channel, and I think there's potentially a really good side to this for smaller creators. Let's say you have 500 subscribers. You're competing against someone with 2 million. Normally, if both your videos show up next to each other, let's be real, a lot of people are probably going to click the person they already know. But what happens if YouTube AI looks through the video and decides, actually, the smaller creator has the exact information this person is asking for? Could it start recommending smaller videos because they're more relative? If that's how this develops, that could be huge, but there's obviously another side to it. Now, what if people don't click? This is probably my biggest question with all of this. What happens if AI becomes so good at finding information inside videos that people don't actually need to watch the entire video? We've already seen this happen with regular Google searches. You search a question and sometimes you don't even have to click on a website no more. The answer is sitting literally right there. So what happens when YouTube starts doing something similar? Say I make a 10-minute video explaining how to fix something. Someone asks YouTube, how do I fix this? And the AI is able to immediately point them toward the exact section they need. That's great for the person searching, but as a creator, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because I want you watching my video. I don't want you getting everything you need without clicking on anything. And that's why I think we're going to have to see how YouTube balances this. YouTube obviously wants people watching videos. I mean, that's the entire platform. So I don't think they're trying to replace creators, but they're definitely changing the way viewers can find information from creators. YouTube is going hard on AI, and Ask YouTube isn't the only AI related thing happening. YouTube has also been changing the way it handles AI generated and altered content. AI content has absolutely exploded. The voices, the images, the videos, and scripts. At this point, you can practically make an entire YouTube video without touching a camera, and YouTube has been working on making AI disclosures and labels clearer. That's actually pretty important because AI content is getting ridiculous realistic. Sometimes you generally can't tell anymore. And YouTube is basically trying to figure out this weird balance where they clearly want creators using new technology, but they also don't want the platform filled with misleading or low quality content. And I think that's going to become an even bigger deal over the next few years because AI isn't going anywhere. It's getting better and faster. YouTube Studio is changing too. There are also small creator updates happening inside YouTube Studio. For example, YouTube has been rolling out a way to search your comments by topic or meaning. And that might not sound nearly as crazy as AI powered search, but think about somebody with thousands of comments. Instead of scrolling forever trying to find people talking about a specific part of the video, you can search based on what people are actually saying. That gives creators another way to understand their audience. And honestly, I think we're eventually going to see AI built into almost every part of YouTube Studio. The titles, thumbnails, analytics, comments, video ideas, maybe eventually editing. YouTube already knows an insane amount about what people click on and what they watch. Imagine having an AI tool that can actually use your channel data to tell you. People stop watching your videos when you do this, or your viewers are asking about this topic, make this video next. That's where I think this is eventually headed. Is this good or bad for small creators? So here's where I stand on it. I actually think this could be good for smaller channels, but only if YouTube uses AI to find the best content rather than the biggest content. Because that's always been one of the hardest things about starting a YouTube channel. You could make a generally great video, but if no one knows who you are, getting that first wave of people to click is difficult. If AI gets better at understanding what is actually inside a video instead of just looking at a basic information around it, maybe subscriber count matters a little less. Maybe YouTube can understand, like, this video actually answers the viewer's questions really well. And suddenly a video with 200 views could get recommended alongside one with 200 million. That's a version of this that I think would be really exciting. But there's no guarantee that's exactly how it's going to play out. And this makes me wonder what YouTube is going to look like 5 years from now. Because I don't think we're going back. AI is going to become more involved in YouTube. Search is getting AI. Creation tools are getting AI. Recommendations are already incredibly advanced. And eventually opening YouTube might feel completely different. Instead of searching best golf driver in 2026, maybe you just say, I'm a beginner golfer, I swing around 95 miles per hour, I slice the ball, and I have $400. What driver should I buy? And YouTube instantly finds 5 videos from creators that perfectly answer that question. That's a completely different experience. And honestly, that's probably where we're headed. So, is this going to destroy YouTube? I don't really think so. If anything, I think YouTube is trying to make it easier to find exactly what you're looking for. The real question is what happens to creators when AI becomes the thing deciding which videos actually answer those questions. Because if YouTube gets this right, smaller creators might have another opportunity to get discovered. But if people start getting answers without needing to actually watch videos, that's where things could get interesting. Either way, YouTube is definitely changing, and I don't think this is going to be the last major AI update we see. Let me know what you think. Would you actually use AI to search YouTube? Or would you rather just search normally and pick the video yourself? If you enjoyed the video, subscribe because I'm going to be covering more stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one.